What's up, y'all? It's your boy C Money, aka Mr. Cammy James. You know what? And I seem like I sucked the Bill O'Brien pipe. And shout out to Professor Trill. Shout out to Ray Ray from South Sports. It's like, and I know better. It's kind of like when you raising a kid, y'all. You teach them. They know better. But it's like, well, damn, you shouldn't lose to Denver. I mean, why? But this is typical Bill O'Brien. This is typical Romeo Crennel. Now, we're going to get into the good, the bad, and the ugly. Start off with the ugly. I don't get, no. For one, before I start talking about the whole defense, one thing I got to get out the way, y'all, it's burning me. It's killing me. Why do Bill O'Brien and Romeo Crennel keep playing Grandpa Jonathan Joseph? For the love of God, why? Okay, Gary Conley was injured last week. I understood that. He was healthy this game. Why? 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 It's like when it comes to this football team, adjustments, it's like they're allergic to adjustments. Yes, I understood last week. Gary Conley was injured. There's no reason why J.J. should be on the field unless somebody's hurt. You have no option. To a point, y'all, and y'all dare y'all to debate me. J. Joe is playing 15 yards off the receiver. Like, this is getting ridiculous. I'm like, to a point where it's starting to spread to other corners. Why is Bradley Roberts, who's a man press corner, playing 12 yards off the receiver? Why? Why? To a point where everybody's playing off the coverage. Then, okay, I got that out the way. That's Grandpa Joe. The defense in entirety. No push in the pocket. And oh God, Whitney Mercers, I don't even care about the negated sack. You got the nerve to celebrate, bro, when you ain't had a sack in 10 weeks. You got the nerve to celebrate. Woo! Like, bro, you have done nothing. You've done nothing. Nada. Zero. Squat. Trash. I don't see enough push like I discussed in my last video, y'all. There's not enough push in the pocket from the inside. Then, this is what I mean about Romeo. Okay, Jacob Martin had a good game against Brady last week. You barely play him for Braylon Scarlett. And then, from a cover standpoint, why are you playing cover 2 and cover 3? Or better, why are you playing zone, period? You got the corners for a play man. Why? And then for the love of God, why won't you blitz? The same thing I said about Jacoby Brissett. What is your issue with blitzing? I'm not saying blitz every play because that's a retard. But come on, man. Hell, even Bill Belichick blitz sometimes. He's a rookie quarterback. Make his ass rush to throw. His IQ ain't high like that. He ain't been in the league 3, 4, 5 years. This is a rookie quarterback, not his 6th, not his 5th, not his 4th, but his 2nd start. And oh God, y'all, I discussed it in my last video or 2 videos ago when I was reacting on the Baltimore. Why do you keep putting McKinney in coverage? He can't cover. It's showing time and time and time and time again. Why? Deshaun Gibson, the tight end stopper. No effect. The rookie. Damn, they had 130 yards today. Craig, that was on J-Joe on the break here on Deshaun. Y'all can comment, let me know who missed that breaking route. But that was my point. If it was J-Joe, God damn it, and you wouldn't be so worried about, I don't want to get burned. I don't want to get burned down the field. Bro, if you play up, no effect, don't get that pass and run 50 yards. You own the ball. This defense, and I don't care how great Deshaun Watson is. I'm going to get to the offense a little bit. I don't care how great this offense or could it be. This defense is going to let you down. And it's not necessarily the players. It's more so Romeo Crennel. But here's the thing. Y'all see me screaming, I'm getting upset. But it's not at Romeo. We know what Romeo is. We discussed the last 2 years of letting them go. But no, it goes back. I was going to give Bill O'Brien some slack when I was on Twitter talking during the game. Nah, fuck that. It's your decision. You're the head coach. I don't care if Romeo is the defensive coordinator / assistant coach. If you see something going wrong repeatedly, why do you keep letting it go on? That's my point about Bill O'Brien. I talk about this. The man has potential. But I'm sick of saying potential and you don't want to. It's kind of like a person in school learning stuff. You got the potential to make good grades, but if the kid don't make the effort, it's only so much that you can put into the head. The same thing about Bill O'Brien as a head coach. The potential is there, but you don't make strides. Should have let Romeo go 2 years ago, but that's what I say to my homeboy, anybody else that want to debate me, the ego. And because he got ties to New England. Please! Oh, God, stop! And shout out to Wink. Shout out to Sauce Table for saying this too. Even before I started linking up with them, I also mentioned this myself. We got to go back to a 4-3, y'all. 3-4 not working. Because it's too many times. And we've seen this 2 games in a row where why does a quarterback have so many lanes to run outside the pocket? Who is dialed up the containment scheme? That's why I said we need to go to a 4-3. You don't have the personnel to play a 3-4. You might got the bodies, but you just don't. And you ask my opinion, I could be wrong about this. When DJ Reader was at Clemson, he played in a 4-3 screen with Carlos Walker's next to him on the inside. So, and we're supposed to be what did Bill O'Brien say? We're a multiple defense. Clearly you're not. And all Texans had to do was just finish out these last 4 games. But I'm going to get to that in a little bit. These simple things. A rookie quarterback in his second start looking like the next coming to Tom Brady. looking like Ben Roethlisberger or any other great quarterback you want to throw up in the mix. It's sad, y'all know. It's getting ridiculous. And honestly, the way it's going, you might even go 10-6. Hell, you might even go 9-7. I'm just being real. Which I predicted. Well, I said 7-9, 8-8 at best. But the way I'm looking, you might go 9-7, which is pathetic and sad. Cal Manette, I don't know what you're gonna do, but you're gonna make a decision on something. Because this is horrendous. That's all I can really say about the defense. And nothing else I can really just say. Romeo gotta go, y'all. Just Romeo has to go. Okay. Let's talk about this offense. I got on J-Joe. I gotta get on Laramie Tunsil. And I love the Laramie Tunsil edition. I love Laramie Tunsil. Love him. I even said potentially he got a chance to be better even than Dwayne Brown. But for the love of God, what's up with these pre-snap penalty flags, man? Come on, Laramie Tunsil. Come on, man. But, like my partner mentioned to me, and I know it's this too, but this goes back to your boy, Mr. Booty Chin, Nick Martin. Can you please get the cadence on time to the rest of the O-line? Because Laramie Tunsil can't be this bad on pre-snap penalty. He can't. I can't believe that. When he was the least pre-snap penalty person in all of football last year. Something's not right here. Nick Martin's cadence is bad. His communication with the line is terrible. On top of his line play is terrible. I don't care what Mr. Mediocre or anybody, YouTube or somebody else say. Nick Martin is trash. He is good because of Max Sharpen and Zach Fulton. And Zach Fulton is all right. Just like I said, Wade Smith was, if y'all true Texans fans, y'all know who Wade Smith is. Wade Smith was only good because of Chris Myers and Dwayne Brown. Not because he was out, because many games he got exposed, but he got blanketed and covered up because he had Chris Myers and Dwayne Brown. The same thing is going on with Nick Martin. He's only good because of Sharping and Zach Fulton. Period. And hold on. Who gave him the extension? I don't know. Mr. Booty Chin, Mr. Bill O'Brien, Mr. Know-It-All. What did he say? Before we got Laramie Tunsil, who was debating who would start at left tackle? What was he saying about Matt Khalil? All right, I'll tell you guys anything. I make decisions around here. I said, oh, okay. So you giving Nick Martin 4 years, $33 million. To me, he's not even top 15 center to me. He's average. This offense, and I talked about Tunsil. Oh, sorry, Chris Clark. Why didn't we keep Dan Skipper? I'm not saying Dan Skipper was the next coming, but man, Dan Skipper would be good right now, better than freaking Chris Clark. And I think Roger Johnson, oh God. I just think he's a better left tackle than the right tackle. Roger Johnson to me is a he is a better Julian Davenport. Now, that's not saying much. They both got murdered today. Murdered Chris Clark. But it goes back to the J-Joe theory. Chris Clark was trash when he was here, but you keep him because he had veteran presence. That's what I mean about the ego with Bill O'Brien. He will sit there and be like, you know what? Even though I know it's a bad decision, I'm going to do it because my pride says I can't let it go. Why did you keep Dan skipping? That was stupid. That was retarded. I'm like, okay. And oh God, y'all, and I said it on Bleacher Report when I was commenting, and I said it on Twitter. Bill O'Brien is the reason why Titus Howard is on injured reserve. Nobody told him to bring back Titus Howard 3-4 games earlier before the knee actually, or it was almost healed. You bring, hold on. What did he say at the press conference? Oh, I'm kind of glad that Titus Howard sucked it up. Go look it up. Look up post-game press conference after the London game with Jacksonville. Go look it up. Debate me. I dare you. I dare you. Let's talk about the offense. Why is it when Will Fuller don't play, you can't scheme nothing? I don't get that. And I was talking to my brother earlier. He said, well, Michael Thomas, he's faster than DeAndre. He's faster than DeAndre.